What's going on, people? I'm really here to talk about Fox again. Fox is back at it again, man. Y'all, whoever is a fan of Fox News and their shenanigans, y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself because they really are just controversial for no reason. Okay, so let's talk about the term defund the police. Now, pretty much all uh, governmental organizations, you know what I'm saying, whether it's city, state, or federal, there's a budget, right? Now, this budget goes to different things within certain organizations, right? So when we talk about defund the police, this don't mean cut their checks, get rid of some of them, nothing like that. It's pretty much like reallocating the budget, right? Okay, because I talked to the chief of police in my hometown that I'm from because I had some genuine concerns about some things and concerning my hometown. Now, just to give y'all some background on my hometown is in northern Louisiana, approximately 50 miles outside of Shreveport. And when I was there, it was north of 4,000 people in my hometown, and but now it's not because, I gotta keep this as real as it get because a lot of white people moved away, and right now, and not saying that they just moved away because there was a lot of black people there, but things did change, like as far as diversity, like say like we got a black mayor in I'm gonna say early 2000. He was actually the youngest mayor ever in the state of Louisiana, and he was a black man. Shout out to David Arbor, and a lot of things started to change with the on the political side. We end up getting a female black mayor, and I think currently we have a female black mayor, right? But at the same token, the uh, police, they were still ran by the minority at the time, which is by the minority after you know everybody started moving out. They were still ran uh, by and I don't even know how to say this, by white people, and a lot of these people were people that uh, the majority of the community didn't trust, like black communities didn't trust, and for good reason, because actually one of the guys that was the chief of police, he went, he did an interview, and I think it was with CNN, so to speak, and he said that he wanted black kids to fear him when they saw him. He would, pull over and question them just for walking down the street. He said that's out of his own mouth, and this was after one of his police officers killed an old, like a 73-year-old black man in my hometown. Um, that was well known, and he said that, and the mayor at the time, who, now don't get me wrong, this guy was a cool dude, but he was strictly political about the statements he was making. He took up for his chief of police, and I guess I'm not gonna. I guess he would show some incompetence if he would say, you know, uh, that his police officer wrong. It show some incompetence on his behalf because he worked under him. So he didn't put it in those terms, or Nothing like saying it was he just said it was probably taken out of context or whatever the case may be. He kind of protected the character of his police chief, right? But what I'm saying is, the police officers were pretty crazy. But right now we have a black police chief who he's a veteran of the military, and I talked to him, and his stance was, he didn't say, I mean, he basically said he's for defunding the police, but for different reasons. Because for the reason that y'all think, see, he understands what defund the police means. Y'all think it means, oh, just take guns away from the police or what? I don't know. This is some special crazy stuff y'all got in your head. But he was saying that police should not be first on the scene or be first to approach like a person that has mental issues, because how many times have we seen the police shoot a guy who's mentally challenged or unstable or sick or mentally ill, approach him and have a pair of scissors and they gun him down, right? Just it's different things like that got to do with defund the police. You have to send somebody who specializes in that, or if let's not even put it as a defund the police thing. Have a special unit that deals with those situations, that are qualified or trained properly, that get probably annual recertification for dealing with mental patients, and have you at least 6 officers on different shifts who specialize in that. I'm just saying 6 officers per precinct, or depending on the numbers. I just threw a number out there, so don't take that serious. And just make sure that they're always there on call and can handle those kind of situations, right? But that's what defund the police is about. It's not about taking anything from the police to make them weaker. It's about reallocating some of the budget to make the police stronger, or to make them more efficient, or proficient, whatever words you want to use, or however you want to put it. This is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. There's nothing you should be up in arms about, and there's nothing you should listen to Fox News about. Don't even do that. I'm telling you, Fox News is controversial because they understand that there's a disconnect between the police and the black communities because of some of the stuff that has went on between the two. Now, what they have to understand also is that funding is decided by, activities in certain in these areas, and it just so happened that most areas that most black people here are impoverished areas. This is a systemic thing. It's a systemic thing, and it actually justifies the budget, and that's why defunding the police, it won't help the police because it won't help the budget. It won't keep the money coming in. So this is a capitalist move that Fox News don't understand, that most black people don't understand, and that most white people don't understand why black people are always in our community. Crime needs to be prevalent for the budget to be big enough for them to come in and be able to blatantly profile and do all that, whatever, really do what they want. So I really don't know. I can't really tell you how to help the impoverished. I mean, because you could, defund the police could be funneling some of that budget money into those communities to increase activities in those communities, and keep the children active enough so they won't be influenced by the negative activity that go on in those communities. See, we can end certain generational curses by keeping the children busy, active, helping out the parents effectively. Because if y'all don't understand, because most of y'all probably don't understand this, but in a lot of black communities, whether it's single home or two-parent home, it really don't matter. Black parents got to work. Like, I'm at work right now, and we got to work. Black parents have to work. It is no way around it. We have to work in order to provide, and we got to take it however we can get it, because we don't get the opportunities that y'all had, because we don't even have the resources y'all had. Like when I was coming up in school, and I loved the improvement when I actually started working for the school district. I work for the school district now, but I used to work for the school district in Dallas for nearly I'm gonna say almost 15 years, maybe 15, 16 years, something like that. I can't remember exactly, but I worked for school district for several years, right? Now, why I'm saying that is this: when I was working for the school district, I saw they had counselors, and those counselors would get the kids and see he's on this level, on that level. Oh, great. So I need to talk to you about yours, college, blah, blah, blah. I didn't have that luxury. And mind you, my mom didn't go to college. I think my aunt went to college for a short period of time, not long, but I can't remember. I don't think my uncle did. I don't know anybody in my family that went to college, except for my older brothers, and they weren't that much older than me, and they didn't really. I'm not gonna say that they left me behind like that, but they didn't have, I guess they didn't have the means to tell me to go to, I ain't gonna say they had a means, but of course at that age they was doing their own thing, so they didn't give me the what I need to do and the how and the what's and the where or whatever about getting into college. So I didn't get that. So I wish I would have, because I promise y'all, I was on a level in high school that if I take the ACT test, I would have scored probably low 30s, and at least a 28. I'm gonna go there, and I'm not trying to be a braggart or anything, but I would have scored at least a 28 academically, because I know enough to where I would have been a success taking that test. Now, when we start getting the resources together for our communities to make sure kids understand, and this ain't necessarily about going to college. It could be about starting a trade, just getting kids actively thinking about their future, setting goals, things of that nature. Things would be a lot better in our community, and we wouldn't have to worry about Fox News lying about defunding the police and continuing their racist stance to keep up the divisiveness that nobody needs. That being said, y'all, please stop listening to Fox News. Be smart. Don't think of defund the police as taking them off the streets completely, or whatever the case may be. Try to be positive about things and look into things before you try to make up your own meanings to words. And try to think for yourself. All right, Banneker out.